Hey, how's everyone doing? God bless you guys. Today I have Masters of the Universe, Masterverse, New Eternia, Man at Arms. I kind of teased at the Battle Armor He-Man, but I was like, I said I have a review coming up soon, but I feel I should start from the beginning, and I got this guy first. So we're going to check him out today. And man, look at this packaging. Oh, this packaging just makes me want to take every other box I have and toss it. I'm running out of space because I have so many boxes, but these are definitely worth keeping because look at this art. Oh man, that looks so cool with his Lords of Power helmet there. Um, and just the color, it's like iconic He-Man, like the old packaging. There's his Bile right there. Some of the other figures in the line there. Yeah, this guy is so cool. One of my favorite characters, hands down. It's just a whole father and son thing. I have daughters, so he's Tila's dad. So, oh man, and look at this. Look at this art right here. This is just nice, and with this alternate head there. Man, it's really cool. Very nice. I can't stand the series, but the figures are really cool. The artwork in the series is really cool. So awesome, man. Let's get them out and check them out. All right, so here's Man at Arms out of the box. Looking really cool. These are the accessories that he has. Like I said, this is my favorite He-Man character. Here is his, comes with an alternate head sculpt that is clean shaven, which is my favorite of the two. Not really digging the handlebar mustache. I'm used to like a big bushy, Tom Selleck Magnum PI looking, Commissioner Gordon bushy rush looking mustache. So, I mean, I guess it's cool. This is his Lords of Power helmet. It's all really cool that they included that. Yeah, but he looks really cool, man. He looks awesome. This is the his back plate that holds his mace. Now, the Matty Collector was probably my favorite Man at Arms because it held all of his weapons. One of the reasons is because it held all of his weapons on the back plate. So I tried, like I said before, I made him some custom weapons, and my whole idea with the custom weapons was to hopefully fit a blaster and a short sword on this back plate too. But yeah, my the PLA that I use, I don't have a resin printer. It just it just wasn't strong enough. So I did a couple little practice plates, which I just printed out like a rectangle and put these two little connectors on it. And yeah, it was just they popped off. They broke every time. So yeah, it's kind of weird that they made this a separate piece. I wonder if they had other plans for that, or if it was just easier for them to produce it like this, making it a separate piece. But that's kind of cool that that comes off. And so my custom weapons that I made for it, like I said, is this see this blaster. Kind of looked like an Eternian type blaster. Okay, so picking back up where I left off, my video cut out because I ran out of storage, so I had to take care of that. This is what I was about to show was this blast effect that I made out of translucent blue PTG filament. And yeah, that fits in right there. And I also made him a short sword. It's made in the silver, silk, I think it's silver PLA filament. So he has those, and those are made to fit on the backpack here. So they fit snug into that spot where his mace, I just lost the mace right now. See, they both fit into these slots right here. So he can hold this. He can technically hold all three weapons if he has his gripping hands in. But I really wanted this back plate to hold all three. See, that'll fit. So depending on which ones you want him to hold. But yeah, I really wanted that to work out. But I'm just going to have to get some stronger filament. All right. So there's that. And I don't know if I showed this already off. That's his alternate head sculpt. This is his more traditional helmet that we're used to seeing him in. There's his alternate hands, his gripping hands. And an alternate top for the mace. Let me reach down and grab this. And that's pretty much as if, like, if this sphere here shoots out and becomes like a, what is it called? Is it a flail or a morning star? I forget what it's called when the like the balls, the spike balls are on a chain like that. I might be replacing this with an actual chain. I can just screw some eyelets, like for keychains and stuff, on this and here, and then on this end too. I think that's what I'm. It's flexible. I would like for it to hang naturally, you know. So yeah, see, so this detaches here, and then the other part plugs into it like this, and there it is, like that. I'll show it what it looks like. Show you what it looks like with him holding it. And I thought I'd do like a. I'll take his armor off and show you what parts of it comes off, so that way we can just get him into like his undersuit to put on the custom cape that I made for him, and hood. Hold that like that, and I'll show you my weapons, the custom weapons that also fit in his hands pretty good. Very proud of these. Didn't come out too bad. And his short sword. Yeah. So there he is with his sword and his gun on the back plate. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take off this helmet. See. I'll go ahead and snap on that alternate. Yeah, see, that's the more traditional man-at-arms right there. Then see, this is what the other head sculpt looks like with the Lords of Power helmet. And we'll go ahead and take off the armor because it is removable. Take off his helmet again. See, and then these tabs here, you just pull them off like that, and it's a soft, flexible plastic, so it just flexes over like that. See, and even his this little bracer that he has comes off as well. See, not on all of the figures though. I think the He-Man I have, that battle armor He-Man, I think there's like a little cutout here, and then the bracer has like a little square that fits into there. I think it's glued in. I like it better when they come off like that. And then to get his armor off and his pauldron here, it's easier if you take off the hands. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off. See, and then everything, the whole rig just kind of slides down off of him. And this is also two pieces. See, it joins. You can break that into two, but this just tabs into here. And it stays in there pretty well, so you can even like hinge it up and down. But yeah, there's his pauldron. Some really cool swords. And here alright, here he is down to his undersuit. So this is an excellent time to check out the articulation. So his head, and of course rotate all the way around. And let's see, it's gonna go up that much. Let's see, down that much right there. Check out his midsection, and he crunches forward. This butt crunches forward a lot better than a lot of Marvel Legends and McFarlane figures. So yeah, that's a pretty good amount to crunch forward. And then we'll check out his arms. They go up pretty high, about that much. His elbows, pretty good range. And of course they are going to, nice and tight ratchets on these, they're going to go around 360. There is upper bicep swivel, and he's got some nice pinless double jointed elbows there. So let's see. Yeah, enough to touch his face, so that's good. And his legs are gonna kick back a good amount. Look at that. And kick out to the side. He can do the splits. He's gonna kick forward. Yeah, there's pretty good range on these guys. Kick forward that much, and then he's got the upper thigh swivel. And I like when boot cuts are done like this. See how it's the boot right there? It doesn't split the calf down the middle because it's a boot, so that's really well done. So he has that boot swivel there. And also, man, these ratchets are tight. He's got double jointed knees, which is really cool. Come up about that much. And he's got ankle pivot, toes point. His toes point down that much, and up about that much. So really good articulation on these bucks. I really like these a lot. And I know that it's almost like tradition with He-Man to use the same buck for a lot of the figures. So this is a good one. All right, and the only other thing I have to compare him to, I wish I had more, but is the 200X Man-at-Arms. And this is a really cool figure. I really like this figure. I like that entire line, 200X line of He-Man figures. They have a nice oversized weapons, which is really cool. So, like, these are some of the weapons for Grayskull. And so, see, they're in scale. Their hands are a bit too big, the gripping, but you can see that the scale is not that bad. I'll show you this blaster that I am. That's also from the Grayskull set, the 200X Grayskull set. And I already had him holding it. I had to put a little tape around it just to get him to grip it, but you can see the scale's really good on that too. And that, I wonder. Oh man, look at that. I knew it. It looked like it would fit, but my blast effect actually fits on this gun, so that's pretty cool. I wonder if that's the measurements I used. Probably, that's probably why it fits. Probably the measurement I used to put the hole in the barrel for the other gun, for my custom one. But yeah, let's check out his mace and see what his mace looks like. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, no shared bucks in this 200X line, man. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Yeah, no shared bucks here. I mean, I don't know if it's Four Horsemen Studios or just the Four Horsemen they go by. They sculpted these, and these figures just have crazy sculpts, and they're all different. Yeah, see, that's more of the mustache. Oh, there goes his armor. I hope it didn't break. These guys are they're pretty old now, and like my Castle Grayskull just broke into pieces. It was so brittle, and I mean, this is actually good because you can see what his undersuit looks like and all the crazy detail that it has on this arm. It's almost like mechanical. See, he's got this huge exaggerated pauldron, and they all had like, see, like they all had an action. Some of them, like I said, they're so brittle. Some of my figures just. I think the insides have broken and the action gimmicks don't work anymore. But this guy's works still works pretty good. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, I'm just, my speech is so slurred. I apologize. I've been having to redo this video. My iPad keeps running out of storage, and oh my gosh, it's just been, I'm so tired of messing with it. That's why I sound a little bit sleepy. I apologize for that. But yeah, these are really cool, like nice big exaggerated weapons. Here's his this wasn't the original color. It was like this blue metallic blue here, but I painted this to use it for an Optimus Prime figure because it looks nice and organic. And you know how the movie figures have like that techno organic kind of, where their blasters just kind of grow out of their hands, but it looks pretty cool. But yeah, see, that's his, and it actually shoots it. It fires this missile right here. So yeah, see, the missile was red. You can see where but yeah, very cool. And yeah, see, let me show you the sculpt on his armor here. See, and it's more of like the old school traditional ones where it has two pieces, but it comes in two parts, but the plastic is kind of brittle, so I gotta be careful. All right, so there's them side by side. And that's funny that his armor fell off because that's how I have the Masterverse version. So we'll put these guys next to each other and get this guy in that custom cloak that I made for him. All right, so here's that cape, the wired cape I talked about. He's holding his gun I showed you earlier. And this is that Viking style hood that I was talking about. And excuse how messy it is. I don't sew, I use glue, I glue everything, but I mean, it was just to really try and see how it looked in real time making it before I make an actual one for the Ren Fair. But yeah, it came out pretty good, and the wire just helps it be snug around the head and make it look draped down more natural. Yeah, and see, and because the wire comes around and down into here to the front of the chest, that helps for me to pull it back as well. See, so you could pull it back on him, and it'll hold it back, the wire. I saw an episode of the Netflix He-Man. I hate that series as far as the story. I hate what they did with it, but the animation is really good, and these figures are really solid. Like I had said before, it was so cool to get this guy because just that regret of getting rid of the Matty Collector Man-at-Arms. So this one's pretty good. Here's that gun again that I showed you. But yeah, this cape is yeah, the hood didn't come out too bad. My first attempt on it, see, and it's a separate piece, so this became kind of like a poncho type setup here with the wired cape, but my first attempt was way too big, so it fit this guy right here. That's a 1/6 scale or 12-inch GI Joe. So yeah, see, I fit. Maybe I'll make a custom Viking or something with this hood. But see, I didn't crimp the back here like I did on the small one. You can stitch these and kind of fold them back a bit just to have it sit more natural like that on the head. Of course, I glued it on the other one, but I might do that to this one later on. Yeah, but even glued, I mean, if I would have been a bit cleaner, it would have looked better. But yeah, see, on the small hood, I kind of glued these 2 points. It's kind of sloppy. See, to give it that more natural look. Yeah, and this is just awesome, this poncho, because it's just so versatile in the things as far as for posing. There's a wire that, see how there's a wire that runs through it. Yeah, so you could pose it. Yeah, make it like windswept like that to the side, and then you can even do stuff like it's long enough to where you can have one side down and maybe like get this and wrap this side around. See, and give it kind of that look. Or you can even, I like to come right where the wire is right here because it'll cup his mouth better, and can even do something like this. See where it's just covering, kind of like his armor almost. Kind of like what his armor does, but that looks cool right there too. So you can have it kind of covering his face, yeah. And see, you still have enough here to pose. But yeah, really awesome with the way this came out. I think this idea also came from, there's one of the episodes, I don't know if I saw a clip, because like I said, I hate that series. I don't know if there's a clip I saw on YouTube or something where he's in the series, he's wearing kind of a poncho. I don't know if it's just to conceal that he's Man-at-Arms or a Man-at-Arms of the palace, or yeah, but that's where I kind of got inspiration for this. And I've kind of always liked the brown, you know, wool looking cape for action figures, especially like medieval type fantasy characters like this. So yeah, it came out pretty cool. I'm very, very happy with it. Yeah, let me put this back on him so you can see how easy it goes back on. See, just goes, and this is actually how more or less how the real full sized one is stitched. So again, mine is glued, just so much quicker. I eventually want to learn to sew. I need to, especially when it comes to making capes and stuff. You know, just cloth goods in general for action figures. Yeah, and see the awesome thing with the wire too is that these points that would hang on an actual hood in real, and you know, like in for an actual person, it kind of helps simulate that and pull it down so that it fits the head more snug like an actual hood would. Yeah, so came out really cool. Super just super happy with it the way it came out. Very nice.